52 years old, successful, independent, and still searching for love. But Kevin Samuels says modern dating doesn't care about personal feelings, only market value. What started as a calm conversation quickly turned into one of the most intense debates about age, relationships, and expectations. This one is definitely going to divide opinions.
Marketplace value level. Hello, how are you?
Hi, good evening.
How old are you?
I'm 52.
52. All right, just a second. 52. How long have you been watching my program?
For the last 6 months, I think.
Okay. All right, click to start. Let's do it. Any children?
Nope.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a development director for a community health center.
All right, so do you want a relationship?
Yes.
When was your last one?
Last year.
Last year meaning?
Well, 2020.
And why did it end?
Because we were not a good fit. There were some areas of dissatisfaction for me that, I feel, we just needed to part ways.
You were together for a year?
Yeah.
Was it a long distance relationship? Because I'm starting, huh?
Really?
What'd you say?
It was not a long distance relationship.
All right. And who ended the relationship?
I did.
Okay. So, what do you want from a man? High level.
I think the most important thing is someone who is self-assured and self-aware and interested in continuing that growth. Someone who is intellectual, and I do like to have long, wandering conversations. Someone who's active and likes to play, and spends time on, continuing to be plastic and not be rigid as we get older. And someone who I think loves themselves enough to be able to understand how to love someone else. And that's a journey, even for, including for myself.
Okay, so one thing I'm gonna start asking folks is to have good lighting and better Wi-Fi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No problem. Okay. So, and then what is he gonna get in return?
I think in return he gets a great supportive partner who is open-minded and I think pretty self-accepting of others and their foibles. Not in the business of trying to change anyone. You meet people where they are and you kind of move on from there. Someone who is creative and still is, I think, an active pursuit of...
Are you looking at my facial expressions and are you listening to the words you say and how they're coming across to me?
Yeah, it's a little bit like, really? Okay, well, I mean, that's what's in my head,
But why do you think that is? Why do you think that's what I'm doing?
I would assume that you imagine that it seems kind of not concrete in some fashion.
Well, I think it's a lot of damn words for a 52-year-old woman.
Oh, well, maybe that's why I'm single. But okay, honest, financially secure.
What does that mean?
Meaning that he's able to maintain his own lifestyle.
How much does your submission cost annually? How much does he need to make?
I mean, whatever he needs to cover his expenses.
Okay, I'm gonna challenge that. Do you make more than $50,000?
Yeah.
More than 75?
Yeah.
More than 100?
Yeah.
Okay. And why I'm challenging this, folks, is because I realize that as much as attention matters to women, lifestyle matters more these days.
Actually, I'm a minimalist.
It's different being a minimalist and you make over 6 figures because that's a matter of choice. Minimalism because you don't make the money is different.
Right, but I think I've always lived this way.
Okay.
I've always been this way. I think possessions are a trap.
You didn't even let me finish
They're
saying,
not that real.
you didn't let me finish saying what I'm saying, so you don't know what I'm talking about.
No, maybe I should listen. Go ahead.
Lifestyle. The things we like to do. I didn't ask you about the shoes you wear.
Oh.
I'm talking about, first of all, even the way you're communicating is highbrow. Fine. It's above average, ma'am. You use a lot of words, and most people are very simple.
Oh.
And then you say, oh, just so he can pay care of his bills. So if I put you in a room with a guy who's an average earner, what do you think average income is for a black man in this country?
I would say probably about $50,000.
$41,000.
Okay.
$20.50 an hour. When's the last time you made $20 an hour? Doesn't matter. What kind of professions do these guys have?
It's run the gamut from artists to corporate types.
$41,000 a year.
Oh, professions. I would say maybe not-for-profit, blue collar. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the issue. I put you in a room with average men and you don't know anything about them. So when you say, oh, all I have to do is make such and so forth, that's bullshit.
Why?
I just showed you why. You can't relate. You want a man who's intellectual and this and that. That by definition is an above average man.
Okay.
All right. At 52 years old with no kids, that's highly unlikely.
Okay.
You know why?
Why is that?
Why do you? Okay. The men you've dated, have you asked them what it's like to date you? How do they experience you?
For the most part, I would say that, I'm really easy to be around and hang out with and spend time. But some of the challenge areas is I think I can kind of push buttons because I'm always kind of digging into the why of things, and that can be exhausting. But I typically don't have a lot of negative reviews. I'm friends with most of my exes for the most part. Yeah,
I can tell that being with you would be exhausting.
Is it? Why?
Even talking, it's like, okay, you want a man to be your entertainment. You want him to be your friend, the person that's not our job.
No. I don't want him to be my entertainment.
I'll go back to what you said at the beginning, and that ain't who men are.
No, you don't need to be my entertainment at all. In fact, I like a little space.
I don't care what you call it, ma'am. Your distraction, whatever word. That ain't what we are. And see,
Okay.
right there, the intent. I don't care. It's not entertainment. Well, whatever that is, that ain't what men are. And I think you know what I'm telling you that. Men are not intellectual, this and that. I want to be able to read and da-da-da and have long conversations. Is that who men are?
No. For the most part. Some are.
No. See? That some shit. Some make your booty run so you don't need none. Why y'all do this? Some. Where did you get this list from?
I don't know. I guess it evolved over time, and I kind of narrowed down on the things that were like really important to me, I suppose.
Right. Well, were your mother and father married?
Yes.
What did your father do for a living?
He was a senior leader, executive in a public utility company.
He was a senior leader. What was his title, man?
I don't know, vice president of blah, blah, blah. And
What'd your mother do?
she's a nurse practitioner.
What'd your grandmother do?
She's a homemaker.
What's your grandfather do?
He was a horticulturist for National Botanical Gardens.
What'd you have any siblings?
Yes.
Any sisters?
Yes.
Any of them married?
Yeah.
How many of them?
One.
How many sisters you got?
I have 3.
3 sisters, so 4 girls total?
Uh-huh.
And one's married.
Yes.
Are you the oldest, youngest, what?
No, I'm the middle child.
Okay. So, do you want to date a man that's around your age?
Yes.
So, I'm 53, you're 52. And I'm going to say, I'm not going to say you because it's too personal. But the reason that men like myself don't tend to date women like you,
Uh-huh.
too much work.
In what regard?
I just told you.
The intellectual conversations are exhausting and men are not interested.
That's not what I want a woman for.
No, well, you know, everyone's different. So if you're not...
No, they're not. No, they're not. See, next week I'm going to break down this bullshit, this hyper-individual, we're all special snowflakes. This is a cancer. This is a stage 4 fucking pancreatic cancer that has helped to destroy Black America. And I'm going to go break into it a little bit right now because it is just outrageous. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Everybody's different.
Well, they are.
Hold on, audience. Everyone is special. Everyone is special. Everyone is the one. No one can be generalized. Maximum options, minimum restrictions, hyper-individualism, want to be exalted. I call it queen energy. This is why so many women hate to be called leftover or resist rankings because you can't, generalizations aren't valid because you don't know everyone. So if you don't know everyone, you don't know anyone. And it is bullshit. I'm gonna tell you why it's bullshit. You have to ask yourself as a woman, just like I have to ask myself as a man, what do the kind of women on your level typically get as a mate?
You know, I really don't give a lot of thought to that. I'm really kind of focused on me, but...
Hyper-individualism.
Okay, all right, from my observation...
Hyper-individualism. So, this is why so many women, audience, please, this is why so many women's prices are out of whack. This is why they can all come to the market talking about not settling, because they do not compare themselves to anybody. There's God and there's me, and then everybody else do their own thing. Monday, I'm going to set the internet on fire. This is a perfect lead.
Okay, listen.
I'm talking to the audience.
I'm sorry.
Perfect lead in because this is what it is. This is why when you talk to a woman, well, I keep myself to myself. I don't mind. I don't do so forth. So then how, let me speak to you as a business person.
Uh-huh.
If you sell shoes,
Mm-hmm.
how do you know how to set your price?
I guess it would be based upon the cost of materials and production costs and marketing and, you know, profit margins. And, you know, if your marketing is very specific, you can determine your price that way by creating something that someone wants.
No. Okay, and then that's it. That's internal.
Uh-huh. But selling shoes literally in a store?
You set your price on your internal metrics, but then you got to put them on the what?
Then you have to put it on the what? I'm not clear.
On the what? Then you have to put the shoes on the what? The open what?
On the open market.
Right. So if your number came back and said a pair of heels,
Mm-hmm.
because of however you ran your numbers,
Mm-hmm.
it came back and said you should charge $6,000 for a pair of heels.
Mm-hmm.
And you put them on the open market, put them on the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
You think those shoes are going to sell?
I would imagine not.
Why?
Well, probably because the way you ran the numbers were wrong. There's no reason that you
No. How did you know your numbers were wrong?
Well, on the surface, 6,000 is ridiculous.
I don't care.
But I would
Matter.
also
How
assume
did
you
you know the
mean
number
no
was
one's
wrong?
buying it.
Who?
No one's buying it, right? Is the answer?
Well, you don't know that until you put it on the market. But
Correct.
you know when you put it on the market and you look and you see what the other shoes cost.
Okay.
So if that, see, what I want you guys to understand is these modern women have been told that they can set their price at anything because of their own numbers. They resist going to the market. That's why they don't like sexual marketplace value, because the market is whatever this is, you put it on the shelf. And that's assuming you can get it on the shelf. If the shoes on the shelf are $100, the only way to sell this at $6,000 is it to be a luxury item, and you have to have a reason. But if it is a similar quality, similar materials, similar whatever, you got to get similar price. You got similars of everything else that other women got.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I really honestly haven't ever had a problem dating my adult life. Quite the opposite. I tend to leave. I think part of the reason I wanted to join was to kind of say, yes, I actually do agree with a lot of your statements. And yes, you have to generalize because it's a large population.
Ma'am.
But
let me stop you right here. Just like black women are some of the most engaged women, you guys never have problems dating, but you have problems getting husbands. So it's a problem with dating. Yes.
Problem.
Huh?
I've just said no.
Yes, you do. And I'm going to tell you why you have a problem.
Why?
Because I want you guys to understand. She said, I generally don't have any problems dating. Yes, you have problems dating men that you respect, admire, and would like to marry. Because you don't leave men like that. See, what women do is they date men, and they think because they're dating, the attention, that translates to the man that they want. So what she's trying to say is, my product is fine. Matter of fact, it's so good, they don't leave, I leave. Yeah, but that ain't the client you want. You want this client. You can't date him.
I actually think that the root cause is I have to know what I really want before I kind of put myself out there, and otherwise I repeat the cycle. But I don't think that everyone.
What you really want?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes,
You gotta know what you're worth, what you really want, man.
What I'm worth?
Stop,
What do you think
stop,
I'm worth?
stop,
I mean,
stop,
how do you determine
Stop.
that? Oh, okay.
This is what I mean. It's the hyper-individualism. You're still trying to figure out how much I'm going to price my shoes at. You're a shoe. Shoes are $50.
Okay.
So what you want don't matter if it costs more than, if it's more than $50, don't matter. Get your price down to $50. Actually, you're over 50. You're at Goodwill.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, for sure.
Well, I'm a minimalist, so it's perfect.
Well, you got minimum opportunities. I'm just saying, it's your age. Oh, man, 27 time to sell. Over 30, 50% off. 35 clearance. 40 outlet. 50 Goodwill. Man,
I'm a truth
man,
book company.
talk. You talk a lot. And this is one thing, this is a problem with Generation X black women. I'm telling you. And it's not, you're in this group, but they talk so much. And in the 90s, there was so many wine socials and book clubs. They verbally and cerebrally masturbated so much in their early 20s and 30s, and made it between the wine socials, the book clubs, the poetry slams. You guys have become
52 years old, successful, independent, and still searching for love. But Kevin Samuels says modern dating doesn't care about personal feelings, only market value. What started as a calm conversation quickly turned into one of the most intense debates about age, relationships, and expectations. This one is definitely going to divide opinions.